Guys, a lot of times companies are hesitant to make changes to knives that are already selling well. Cjrb did not do this. This is the Cjrb Wharncliffe Pyrite, and this is an absolute clinic on how to take a great knife and improve on it and listen to what your customers are asking for. This thing's amazing. Let's turn it around and take a look at it from above. So guys, like I said in the intro, the Pyrite was an already good knife, and they have just really nailed it on making it even better. I love Wharncliffes. This is a great Wharncliffe. We're going to put up a spec sheet right here. This is the full final review, so you guys can check out that spec sheet. And then we'll get into doing some quick size comparisons. Your first knife is going to be, why not, the Cjrb Echo, which is my current knife of the year. They're very similar. I just prefer this knife a little bit better. Ray nailed this design. So your next knife is going to be Benchmade 940, a knife that most of you are going to have as a good size reference. You can see not a lot bigger than the Pyrite here. And your final knife, as always, is the Cjrb Sebenza Large 21, another knife most of you guys will know is a good size reference. You see this is a good bit smaller, so nice small-sized EDC. Let's get this out of the way and let's talk about how good this knife really is. Okay, I forgot to throw in a disclaimer. This knife came directly to me from Cjrb, an artisan, so you can only imagine this was probably the best one that Russell had at the time he sent, but I don't care. This thing is amazing. So this is done in AR RPM 9. It's done as a Wharncliffe blade that has been PVD coated on the aluminum and the blade. Now, this has got a really good grind on this. It's not too thin. You can see I've used this a lot. It's got a really good grind on this that is not too thin, but also still thick enough, or I'm still thin enough that it is a very, very good slicing knife. It has cut really well through the entire time. I have not sharpened this yet. All it takes is a little bit of stropping. That is the beautiful thing about ARPM 9 steel. A lot of people complain about it. They say it's a substandard steel. I would argue it has a lot of features about it that make it incredible. The fact that it strops up so easily on just some basic and rudimentary tools like newspaper wrapped around a block of wood. Button lock on all of these new Cjrbs has been great. They really nailed the button lock design on their knives. They're nice, tight, crisp action, and they are smooth. The aperture on this allows you to thumb roll, reverse flick. You've got no flipper tab, so it's a nice clean design. No front flipper, which I like the front flipper on the Echo, but you can't go wrong with this. The button lock action on it is great. You can do it that way. And the fact is you have a nice deep carry pocket clip that is really comfortable on this, that is reversible because the button lock is one of those completely ambidextrous lock systems. You can carry this knife really easily because it is a very nice little light knife. Now, I said earlier is aluminum. I believe I misspoke. These are steel frames. I apologize. I've been bouncing that around in my head. They are steel frames on this, but that was one of the things I was going to mention. Even though they're steel frames, they are very heavily weight reduced, which gives you a nice light feel. The action on this is great. Now, in hand, this thing is just beautifully sized for 99% of the people out there. I like thumb studs, but I have to say that the aperture on this really works. This is a nice, clean package with 0 hot spots on this. I'm typically not a fan of a lot of the deeper carry pocket clips that are like this. This sits in a position on this knife where it absolutely is super comfortable, 0 hot spot, and the fact that it is that deep of a carry means that you can carry it up near the zipper and have it sit down in nice and deep, not take up a lot of space. And when you bend down, you're not going to get any pinch. A lot of times in jeans, if you have a knife up near the zipper, if it stands up, you can get a little bit of discomfort, especially if you're an older guy that's putting on a few more pounds than you had in the past and you got that little bit of a beer gut. No problem with that. So love almost everything about this knife. There's a couple small little things for me. We're going to turn it around and we'll look at those real quick right after you guys hear from Coffee Brand Coffee, this video sponsor. Guys, I have made it abundantly clear that I live my life purely fueled on caffeine and inappropriate thoughts, so it only makes sense that I would partner with a company like Coffee Brand Coffee. Coffee Brand Coffee is providing you coffee that is roasted to order, delivered to your door with no politics. We get enough politics in our day-to-day life. We don't need it in our entertainment or in our breakfast beverages. So go check out description down below. There is a link to Coffee Brand Coffee. Save 5%. You can also use my coupon code CrazySharp when you order. It directly supports the channel. Big shout out. Thanks to Coffee Brand Coffee for sponsoring this video. Now, there's only a couple small things on this, and I think you guys are going to know what one of them is, but this knife is just a little smaller than I would want. It's a good knife. It's just a little smaller, and I think that's what I like about the Echo. The Echo has a little bit larger handle that fits my hand a little bit better, and I absolutely love it. This is my current pick for knife of the year. So I think that's part of it. The next thing is I wish that I had Russell. I was going to use this knife as a giveaway. I wish that I had asked Russell to send the satin instead of the all black, because the PVD on these knives, it's okay for a little bit, but I did a lot of testing on this, and you can see I absolutely blew through that coating. It doesn't hold up as well. And if that's something that matters to you, like if you were somebody that wanted to maintain the aesthetics of this might not be your pick. I would say stick with the satin. So I do know that there's a titanium version of this coming out, or is out right now. If there is, I'll put a link to both of them down below. But the coating on it isn't great. And the lanyard hole, I don't like lanyard holes on any knives, really. If there's a better way to do it, they've done it on several of their other knives where there's not an actual hole. There's a post with a spot on. As a matter of fact, it's on this knife. You can see right here, you can have a spot for a lanyard without a hole. I absolutely like that option better. But all in all, this thing has been great. Absolutely would recommend. You would not be disappointed if you pick up this knife. And I, like I said, absolutely in the intro, this is a clinic on how to make a good knife better. Sorry, garbage truck was here. Like I said, this is how you make a good knife better, or a great knife. It was a great knife to begin with, and they made it even better. So, yeah, guys, let's turn this around, do some final thoughts, and send you out about your day. So yeah, guys, this is absolutely an amazing improvement on the original Pyrite, which I did like. I just don't like it as much as the Echo. It's a hand size thing for me. Apparently there's an XL version of the Pyrite coming out, which I may absolutely love. You're probably going to see it here. I'm going to put a link down below to this one if the titanium version's available, and some of their other great knives. I do know that there is an S90V Pyrite drop point that's out right now. I just saw it while we were in between filming. That is an amazing, amazing item right there. So guys, that's pretty much it on this one. If you liked the videos, give them a thumbs up, please. It's the best way to support the channel. It pushes us up the algorithm. But if you want to support the channel financially, you know, you saw the Coffee Brand Coffee ad in the middle. I love them as a sponsor. They've been amazing. But I also want you to go visit Tempered Trails. Tempered Trail is there. There's a link down below. They share a coupon code, both of those businesses, of Crazy Sharp, all one word, capital C, capital S. Crazy Sharp saves you 5%. Coffee Brand Coffee one's built right in. I've also got an Amazon storefront down below. If you take that link, pin it to your browser, use that for all of your Amazon shopping, I would appreciate it. Greatly supports the channel. It doesn't cost you anything extra. And I have a tier-based membership where everyone gets entered into my gilded server. They get access to it. It is just like Discord. It's a community that's worldwide now. There's always something going on in there. It's a lot of fun, goofy conversations, pocket drop picks, all kinds of stuff. People are trading and selling knives with each other. It's awesome. Baseline and premium tier members are entered into giveaways where I give away things like this to them on the gilded server, separate of YouTube giveaways. And the premium guys have access to a sharpening tutorial series that's here on YouTube behind that paywall. Guys, that's it on this one. I love you all. Keep it clean in the comments section. If it's your birthday, happy birthday, and I'll see you in the next video.